Hello, you're watching Cricbuzz Live. We're very happy to report that Simon Doull got his prediction right of Kolkata Knight Riders winning with 2 balls to spare.
I was waiting for that.
In a parallel universe, perhaps.
I tell you what, I've had 3 nights here, and I've got 2 predictions wrong tonight, and I'm not coming in tomorrow. I'm not.
Please.
No, I'm not.
I'll give you the red table.
I'm not coming in tomorrow.
I'll give you the red table.
No.
All right.
I got 2 wrong. I'm not coming in tomorrow.
That's fine. We got to give him one day to lick his boots. Will you come day after?
Maybe.
He's like my Sunday. I won't do homework again.
Yeah. I'm not playing.
I got it wrong.
This is how I play my cricket. I'm taking my bat and going home.
My bat and my pads. And give me my ball as well. Give me my ball.
Give me my red table.
That's it. I might come back the day after. I'll see how I feel.
Yeah, so Sunday, please, if you could. So an empty chair will look really strange. Otherwise, I could just put the table on the chair like this, the mini table. Of course, a win for Delhi Daredevils. Well, not a win. It was actually quite a routing by the end. It was a thrashing. It was destruction. This is Delhi Daredevils that we're talking about. And the team against them, of course, Kolkata Knight Riders. So I have to say one thing was very interesting, though. When Andre Russell was batting there, it was the first time I've seen a panicking dugout after getting 219 on the board.
Yes.
There were a few panicking cases.
He was the only one, wasn't he? I mean, once they were 5 down, he was the only one that could possibly do anything. He threatened for a little while, but it was just too far. It was a bridge too far. Well bowled, though. Avish Khan, I thought, was fantastic again tonight. Yeah. Bowled beautifully, 2 for 29. Off his 4, and I thought he was outstanding. So
there's a quiet roles as well. Mishra 23, yes. Liam Plunkett 24. There it is. Liam Plunkett 24.
4 good overs from Liam Plunkett again, and no wickets tonight for him, but very good.
11 over run chase. You go at 6 and over. That's like taking a wicket.
Come on, what about that old war horse Mishi? Huh?
Yeah.
Amit Mishra, 4 overs, 23 and 2.
You know, he's a genuine IPL star. He's got 140 odd wickets in the IPL.
Yeah.
He's a genuine IPL star.
I do think, though, there was just probably in the bowling, you'd say there was just one decision which you didn't understand. When Maxwell came into bowl to Narayan, you thought, oh, one sec, they've just given him an early Christmas present, and Narayan sort of cashed in on that, didn't he? Maxi did get Lynn's wicket, but
when you've got a guy who loves playing spin and a guy who hates playing spin at the other end.
Yeah.
So they kind of, you've got Chris Lynn, who struggled with spin, and you've got Sunil Narayan, who loves the spin and struggles with pace.
Yeah.
So it's a tough one. I suppose they went there because they thought at least with Maxwell and Narayan, he might turn the ball away from the left-hander, and then it ended up getting Chris Lynn out. So it worked for them. In a way, I'm sure that was a dugout decision. I don't think that was Shreyas Iyer walking out and Plunkett was supposed to have the new ball. He thought, oh no, give me the ball. I'm going to throw it to Maxwell. Yeah. I'm going to make a decision. I'm going to make a stand right here, right now.
I mean, 2 overs 2 for 22.
Yeah, you
got 11 and over. You take that. You take that every day of the week. 2 overs 2 for 22.
In a power play, 1 over being in the power play, getting Chris Lynn out is fantastic.
Any day.
Yeah, for the Kolkata Knight Riders, and we'll talk about obviously Delhi Daredevils in a second. For the Kolkata Knight Riders, very little to take away from this game, but their bowlers are definitely going to have to look at themselves very seriously, aren't they?
You know, one of the things we said about Kolkata Knight Riders right at the start was first 11 fine. They've got a couple of replacements, but as the tournament goes along, they might start to struggle with replacements because you get the feeling they're a team of 11 or 12 or 13.
Yeah.
And now you're starting to see what happens if you have to leave out young Mavi, for example, or he's injured. You go back to Vinay Kumar. What if Russell gets injured? Everybody is sitting up all night fearing. Yeah. What if Russell gets injured?
Yeah.
So there's. I think they'll struggle in the back end. I like KKR, but I think they'll struggle.
Is it time for the Sunil Narayan? I won't say it's an experiment because they've given him a fair option, a fair chance last year, this year. Is it time for that to end? Is it time for Shubman Gill to get an opportunity? They gave Prithvi Shaw an opportunity for Delhi, paid off. Quality player. Shubman Gill looked really good tonight. It was the best innings he'd played tonight, I think. And maybe it's time for him to get towards the top of the order. Yeah. He's a genuine number 3. He could possibly go in at 3 and open with Robin Uttapar, I think. Go back to a steady combination and get Shubman Gill at his best place, which is number 3. I think the best thing about the IPL is that they bring these young kids through and they give them opportunities. Well, batting at 7, he's on a bit of a hiding to nothing, I think. So I think he's a very good player. Give him an opportunity at 3.
I think he gets his predictions wrong, but assessment's correct.
His assessments are spot on. That's what I love about Dooley. He gets his boots correct as well.
Like these, eh?
Yeah, he does.
But
He valet packed his horse today, though.
but he's got to be very careful because that size of boots you won't get anywhere.
Yeah,
it's not in India.
I tell you what, they
won't get those in
scratch the
India.
floor. No, I'm picking some new ones up on a flight to Delhi on Sunday. I fly out of Mumbai on Sunday or Monday, and I've got some new ones waiting for me at the airport.
The guys who stitch the balls are the ones who stitch the shoes as well for you, right?
Very much.
Custom made
similar.
completely.
I'll show you next week when I'm on.
Yeah.
I'll wear my new boots.
Do you shine just one side, though?
No, both sides. And I shine my own.
Just the one side, so you can suddenly just swing this way when people think he's going to go that way. That's what's going to happen. Shreyas Iyer as captain, you could not have a better first day in the office. Yeah,
Nice segue.
Just suddenly come right back. But Shreyas Iyer, if you were choosing your first day as boss,
please.
You couldn't write a better day for yourself.
Beginner's luck, you think? Or was there more to it? He batted beautifully, no luck there.
Yeah.
He batted beautifully. I love the way he started slowly, he composed himself, went up the rate and then finished dramatically. And as Dooley said, the challenge will come in the field. But the moment Maxwell picked up a couple of wickets, you knew that it wasn't going anywhere. So I think captaincy became easier for him as it went along.
Another big piece of news, or good news actually, for Delhi is that they've got to 219 with a duck from Rishabh Pant.
Yeah, and 7 bowlers used by Shreyas Iyer as well. So he used all of his options available to him.
Munro.
And could have used Munro as well. So
how good was that Munro catch, by the way?
Oh, brilliant, wasn't it?
The run timed well, the jump timed well, and then just in the fingers, there he goes, just like right there.
You know, it's funny about fielding. If you desperately try, the ball finds a way of sticking in your hands.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen so many times. If you really want it, the ball conspires to stick in your hand.
But how many times in the last couple of days, I'm so sorry, have you seen at the boundary a guy trying to catch the ball and then tipping it over for 6?
Yeah, well, we saw that with the Sunrisers, didn't we, yesterday? There was a couple of awful catches in that Kings 11 Sunrisers game yesterday. There was some really ordinary fielding going on.
My cousin makes Teflon coated cookware. He sent some across.
Yeah.
They were just going like that.
Just falling off, slipping off.
I thought Harsha was doing a brand plug somewhere in there. I was like, yeah, that's nice.
It's a chemical name anyway.
Yeah, why not? What does this win do for... I like what the win does for the tournament.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Otherwise, this team was dead and buried. It was time to go home. They would just be phoning in the rest of the matches pretty much. It wouldn't matter. It brings them sort of somewhere at least. What does this do for them?
Yeah, also KKR stay on 6.
Yeah.
KKR had gone on 8, they're starting to nudge 10, Mumbai Indians are down, DD are down, you can't have two teams going out. So when a team that's ahead of you loses, it just energizes the teams below you.
Yeah.
Now, if Mumbai Indians beat Chennai Super Kings, then again, slowly this IPL will start opening up a bit.
Yeah.
Because, yesterday's result wasn't great when the Sunrisers went up to 10, Kings 11 already on 10.
Yeah.
There's too many teams on 10 for the good of the tournament.
Yeah.
So now you see DD have got 4. If MI beat Chennai Super Kings, it won't matter. It's like, मेरे पास 18 तुम्हारे पास 10 रुपए हैं फिर भी.
Yeah.
But it'll at least start getting the bottom teams moving up, which is good for the tournament.
You know, you may have, see, what we're also talking about is you may have, by 10 games down, you may have your 1 and 2 decided. But you want a bit of a fight for that 3rd and 4th position between at least 4 teams, if not 5.
Yes.
Right? You want that mid-table scramble and to take it to the last weekend. But I have to tell you, in 10 years, we've realized somewhere during the mid part of the tournament, you go, oh no, it's going to happen. 4 are going to break away. It always comes down to the last weekend, doesn't it?
It always comes down, and the teams that do it most often and would end up going through eventually are KKR and Rajasthan Royals. Do you remember the year Rajasthan Royals just had to win 1 game and they lost 3 or 4 in a row?
Yeah.
I think it happened to Sunrisers once.
Yeah.
So somewhere, when you hit 10 or 12 points, you need 16.
Yeah.
You get to about 12 and you think, I'm there. And the last 2 take so long to come.
Yeah, just the foot off the gas a little bit perhaps towards
the
the
great
end.
thing about the IPL. I mean, Delhi Daredevils without down and dead and buried, right? All gone. And they've smashed Kolkata Knight Riders.
Freedom, isn't it? They're playing. They were able to play with freedom today because, the change of captain, yes, but they're almost gone. They feel like they're out of the tournament. So just go out there and play. Just try and express yourselves, boys, and give us a show. Put something on, and they did that today beautifully. And the change in captaincy, the change in attitude. I think Shreyas Iyer coming into 3, I think was a good option. Maxwell back to 5 seemed to work today as well. We talked about that. Rishabh Pant at 4 That's a better option for mine. I mean, I know he failed today, but it just looks a better side. And they've got 8 bowling options.
Yeah, they do.
8 bowling options, which is crazy.
Is it so? A couple of things help. One is the selflessness when you see a captain, you see a legend, a guy who's lifted 2 trophies, albeit for another team. You look at him and he says, "Hey, listen, man, it's not working out for me. I'm going to drop myself."
His coach did that too, remember?
Yeah.
For Mumbai Indians.
That's true.
Ricky Ponting
did that, handed
Mumbai
it over
Indians.
to Rohit, didn't he?
And you know what he did after that? I think it was game 6. Game 7 is putting the bib and he's carrying the bottles of water around on the boundary. And one of the Mumbai Indians players actually said, you know, Ricky Ponting is going round the boundary carrying water? And he said, ooh.
It's a reality check, isn't it? Keeps you real.
But that's what great players do. I mean, they're grounded.
First.
Yeah.
And secondly, okay, let's move away from that and the brutal reality of the fact that Gigi wasn't getting runs.
Yes.
And suddenly you got 2 openers who were flowing and the whole innings can then construct itself differently, can't it?
So I think when you're down and you go into a game, and it's happened even when we were playing at college, university level, you somehow think, we're not going, we're down, And in the first 15-20 minutes, something happens, and you think, wow, this could be a game. That's why I think for all the performances, that 33 of 18 balls that Colin Munro scored at the top, just got everyone in the dugout feeling good about it, and I think that catalyzes everything else.
Yeah. Also with the Delhi Daredevils, they're playing a few more games at home. They'll be hoping that this pitch shows up and not the pitch. They've got 5 more games out of their remaining 7 at home. They're hoping this one shows its face and not the one from
they wouldn't mind
a few days ago.
Spicier too.
Yeah, the ground staff have got to know that's the benchmark now. That is the benchmark. We have exciting talent in our midst. We have exciting young players, and they all play the pull shot. They all love the ball coming onto the bat. As soon as it stops and slows up and grips, it takes away Colin Munro. It takes away, I think Rishabh Pant is not, he's pretty good, but Maxwell gets left out in the mist when it starts to turn. So they just take all those options away from Delhi with a slow turning track. Make it green. The greener the better, because they've got good quality seam bowlers and their spinners are fine anyway, but just make it a good, hard, fast pitch. Let the batsmen shine. Come and chase us. Good luck. And good luck getting what we've got. And you've got 8 options.
You've got Bolt, you've got Plunkett, and this young Avesh Khan.
Avesh Khan is
you've got the
really
bowling for that kind of
now.
track.
And if they wanted to bring another seam bowler in, they could possibly do that as well.
Mohammad Shami.
Mohammad Shami is sitting on the sideline.
Junior Dala in place of Chris Morris now. Chris Morris, of course, that was, and again, sadly, Chris Morris, class player, but this IPL he couldn't find form with the torch.
You know, there's no cricket happening during the IPL, but the amount of cricket just before the IPL has taken its toll on this year's tournament.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine this tournament with Mitch Starc running in at the end for Kolkata Knight Riders, with Pat Cummins firing in for Mumbai Indians, with Kagiso Rabada available to the Delhi Daredevils? This tournament would have been something else.
Stanlake fully fit the whole tournament. Morris fully fit the whole tournament.
Yeah.
You know, they've lost. Yeah. Well, of those 5, they'd be the 5 of the best seam bowlers in the world.
That is true.
At this form of the game. I mean, Stanlake's still very new, but the other 4, Rabada, Cummins, Starc, I mean, you're talking about 3, 4, 5 of the best seam bowlers in this form of the game. So, you know, you lose those guys. It's been a tough toll on the tournament.
You're going to do it right after Big Bash, man. Big Bash. 2-week break, go straight into the IPL.
That's too early.
Okay, listen, I know there's a lot of purists out there going, what's he talking about? It's just a joke. It is just a joke. Well, I'll tell you, tomorrow's no joke for the Mumbai Indians, because if they don't win this game tomorrow, then it's pretty much bye-bye birdie for the defending champions. And I don't know any tournament, any of the editions before where a defending champion has gone sort of so poorly the next time. I mean, they've got 1 win out of the 6 they've played, and tomorrow, and you don't want to be running into CSK in the kind of form that they're in.
They do alternate years though, don't they, the Mumbai Indians?
They do. They check in alternate years. So listen, they've got 3 trophies, so it's not like they've done badly, right? But this year it's just been something else for them. And tomorrow they would have been hoping for something slightly easier than a CSK, which has come off that RCB win in Chinnaswamy. Could the odds be stacked against MI any more than this?
Who's the big player for MI? Who's the big white ball player for MI? He's got to be up front.
Yeah.
I still want Rohit Sharma to go up front. Rohit Sharma goes up front and says, you know, it's a must-win game for us. I'm not dawdling by sitting in there at number 4 and trying to scrap a single or so here and there in the 16th over. I'm going to go and set the pace. To me, it doesn't matter what number Ishan Kishan goes, because he'll play the same way. Maybe Surya Kumar Yadav can bat at 3. I know he's done really well, but Rohit Sharma goes up. Rohit Sharma, Evan Lewis set the pace, they win. Yeah. The one game they won, those 2 have set the pace. So I would have Rohit Sharma up, And I would have someone remind Kyron Pollard why he's rated and whether the dugout is a better place to be in or the middle.
Yeah.
Because Kyron Pollard is not pulling his weight. Hardik Pandya is not pulling his weight. He bowled well in the last game, but he's not pulling his weight.
Yeah.
But this is still on paper. Look at this. It's a good side on paper.
It is. I'm leaving Kyron Pollard out. I'm sorry. He's done his chips for me. Somebody's got to tell him. Somebody's got to put the hard word on him, and it's got to be the coach or the skipper. They've got to say, mate, I'm sorry. You're not. You're done. We're gonna bring Ben Cutting in. It's too late in the tournament for you. You've had 5 opportunities, 6 opportunities. You've done absolutely nothing for us this year. Unfortunately, you've been great, and loyalty only goes so far.
Yeah.
You're still here to win. They can't be giving up yet, Mumbai. They've got to give Ben Cutting a crack and get him in that side. Get Hardik Pandya at 5, get Krunal Pandya at 6, and Ben Cutting at 7. And that's their middle order then. And Ben Cutting gives you a genuine bowling option. Remember, Pollard's not bowling at all.
No. So he gives an
extra bowling option. And at this point in time, he's going to hit the ball just as far and just as hard as Kyron Pollard is. So that's my change.
With a little more consistency, hopefully.
Yeah, that's my change for the Mumbai Indians side tomorrow.
He would, and if they win tomorrow, that would make them 2 from 7.
Yes.
They've done it from 2 wins out of 7.
I think there was one year when a team with 7 wins qualified.
Yeah.
So you've got to keep in your mind that option open. It's just that if you're batting first, how many do you score against CSK? Because CSK just changed everything down. And it doesn't matter what the score is.
That's the only thing that's safe now against CSK.
Doesn't matter what the score is after 10 overs, they'll still get them.
Yeah. You've got to win the toss.
Yeah.
You've got to win the toss and send them in, because then they don't know.
Correct.
Yeah.
They do not know. So, Rohit Sharma he's going to have to call. He's away from home, so he's going to have to call. And Rohit, tails on tour. I'm with you tomorrow night in the middle. All right, I've had the schedule. I'm in the middle with Rohit and with MS tomorrow. Tails on tour. Heads at home, tails on tour.
Well, there's a new line for me.
All
Heads
right?
at home, tails on tour.
Tails on tour.
What is how? Explain. Elaborate, please, kindly, dear sir.
Because it's a flip of a coin. You toss it 100 times, there'll be 50 heads and 50 tails.
Yeah.
That's how it is. So you've got to have a theory. You can't just go away and walk out the middle and go, might go tails today, might go heads today.
Well, you can do what some good captains do. Heads.
We were the reason New Zealand played the Test match.
I know this.
Can I tell you the story? Can I tell the story or not? Okay, Pakistan in Christchurch, right? Pakistan in Christchurch. New Zealand is the reason that there are now match referees.
Yeah.
Ken Rutherford and Salim Malik walk out to the middle in Christchurch, Lancaster Park in the old days. And Ken Rutherford and, the captains, that was it. It was just the 2 captains walk out to the middle. No problem at all. Ken's got the coin, flips the coin. Salim goes, head tail. Thank you, we'll bat. And Ken just, what? He stood there in the middle of the pitch. He's like, what just happened?
Yeah.
He come back and he said, we're bowling, fellas, but I'm not really sure why. That's it. Salim said heads and tails, picked the coin up, handed it to him, and said, we'll bat. And there was no further argument. Next game, match referee.
Did Rutherford do that back? Do that to him again once?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Shai, the freebies, why we have birth certificates now, right? They've contributed so much.
We're not holding back today, are we?
We're not holding back today. It's almost 12 o'clock. There's a bark party happening outside. We've not been invited. Come on. Let's make our own party here.
Yeah.
CSK 2 wins away from qualifying. Okay,
Trust Harsha to get back to the
Yeah, Harsha's back to Harsha's the parties in CSK. We can't say the parties in Chennai because the party's going to be in Pune. Because that's where they are. You see any changes in them? Not after what they did 2 days ago.
No, they're just fine. And I mean,
they're like, let's not change even the pitch. We'll play in Bangalore. There's no problem.
Hates changes more than anybody else. There's MS Dhoni. He doesn't like to move things around. Yeah. He's got, he got Jadeja to turn a couple of deliveries the other day, so he's getting some overs out of Jadeja. So the only change, Billings has played 1 match-winning innings. There might be a temptation to go Faf du Plessis instead of Sam Billings, but that's a bit of this or a bit of that. That's it.
They've got a great luxury though as well, the CSK team, because they've got Imran Tahir and Karan Sharma.
Yes.
All right. So if they want an overseas batsman like Faf du Plessis, they can drop Imran Tahir and play Karan Sharma and they lose nothing. So that's a great ability to change one overseas out for one local and bring in an overseas batsman to strengthen your batting lineup if you want, without losing anything between a local spinner and an overseas spinner. So that is a real advantage that they have if it's, if that's the way they want to go. If they want to strengthen their batting, they can bring in a local bowler and an overseas batsman.
Yeah, something
it's
about
quite a
Tahir
good.
Though, he can be 2-0, 25-0, and he could end 4 overs 2 for 33.
Yeah,
he'll suddenly change the game with a wicket or two here and there, and you have to ensure that when he takes a wicket, he's still inside the stadium and not on the highway back to Mumbai.
I think he's going to run up to Lonavala if he wins. If he takes a couple of wickets tomorrow. I bet if Imran Tahir got a hat trick, he would cross the Ghats.
Definitely. But he should not cross the expressway. He might get run over.
The good thing is when you go to Pune, you can't get onto the expressway.
You can't, not a pedestrian.
No, you have to drive. You have to drive 25 miles before you can get onto the expressway, even in your car.
That's right.
Look what the IPL has done. We've got a New Zealander telling us about the Mumbai-Pune expressway and where the U-turn is.
We've got a Kiwi here who's going to be advising the Highway Authority of India about how they should play it. Yeah,
we've tried.
But
there's no entry or exit.
Yeah, there isn't. Listen, did you think driving in India is easy? You come here from your country with 4 million people and what do you want us to do? Clear the roads?
Imagine if we let all our sheep on the roads. Chaos.
It's a lot easier than driving in New Zealand.
60 million sheep on the road.
A lot easier than driving in New Zealand.
Not the sheep.
You've got to worry about right of way and who's coming from here. And
manners and driving etiquette and stuff, please.
Actually stop at stop signs?
Yeah, no. Here, a red light is just a suggestion.
You like things red, don't you?
I do. I like them, like my miniature red table. Quick word about MS Dhoni. He's obviously found a time machine. He's gone back 5 years, hasn't he?
He's batting up. He's batting with balls left in the game.
Yeah.
So even if he needs a little bit of time to start, he's got that time.
Yeah.
But there's something. He's actually going much earlier. He's going for the shots much earlier than before.
Can we just talk 1 second about that ball bowled by Siraj? Hit over point for 6. Not too high on the bat. It was really low on the bat actually. That was a good ball, wasn't it, Simon?
We talked about that last night. It was one of the best 3 shots Stephen Fleming said he has ever seen in cricket.
Yeah.
One of the best 3 shots he's seen in 2020 cricket. It was unbelievable.
Here's the thing.
And it made Siraj change his tune completely and change what he was trying to do. And that's what put him off, and that's why Bangalore lost.
I have to tell you, I had a conversation last night where I was privy to a conversation, very fortunate, between Ashish Nehra and Mohammad Siraj, where Ashu was telling Siraj that don't be hard on yourself. You bowled the correct ball at the moment. It was just that the shot that was hit, as you're saying, is one of the 3 best shots you've ever seen. It's so difficult for a 22, 23-year-old.
It's a demoralizing shot.
Yeah.
You bowled a nice, slightly wideish Yorker. You've actually got the length right. And all of a sudden, there's a little slice that comes out and goes for 6. It's demoralizing. Nothing you can do.
But there you go. That's when a mentor like Ashish Nehra comes into play. Because if there was any doubt, self-doubt that Siraj had on that, you know that he's going to talk it away. So I saw that happening yesterday. So it was pretty special to see. Well, let's also talk about the joy factor. It's very important to talk about that because the questions that Joy asks are very tricky. And I know at the end of it, which promised to give away some prizes, but I'll tell you that in just a second. But if Harsha, you could help out with this, please.
The way to look at it, I guessed it. 3 wickets for less than 20 runs in the only game he played in his first IPL season. Obviously, he's not played a lot of cricket in the IPL because you'd have known otherwise. Only 4 games for his franchise over 2 years. Batted 1 ball, so he's not a big IPL player. So you start to think, okay, 5-wicket haul on Test debut, who maybe no. And I don't know why Charles Lagerfeld came to mind.
Because it's the right answer.
Yes. But I didn't know the right answer. I just thought, okay, who. But we've got a right answer.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Also, I do want to say about the question. Obviously, Joy's reworked his deal and he's getting paid per word with the question.
We almost had Charles Lagerfeld come on for the Mumbai Indians. That's why maybe it was top of my head. Lagerfeld versus Bravo.
That question was longer than Lagerfeld's IPL career. That was a question paper in itself. I'm going to have a word with Joy about this tomorrow. We can't take 4.5 minutes to read out a question. But we have a winner. Yes, we do. Somebody actually got it in the first 8 or 10 minutes, I think. And that was Varun Viswanatha.
I have a feeling he's from Bengaluru. Because his name is Varun Viswanatha.
Yeah. Okay. I think you're doing regional profiling. It's metropolitan society. He could be working in Kolkata. He could be working in London. We're an international show. He could be working anywhere.
Correct.
Don't typecast him.
The other day we had someone from China complaining that he wasn't able to log on to Cricbuzz.
Hey, listen, you got bigger problems in China, bro.
And we had someone from New Zealand complaining that you were talking Hindi the other night.
Oh, really?
Right.
Was it your family, Dooley?
Might have been my son. Not sure.
Yeah, it could have been. You should tell if he's watching right now to go to sleep.
No, he has changed. I tell you what, I talked to him today, and I talk to him on a regular basis, obviously, but he has changed his sleeping patterns.
Wow.
So it's school holidays, right? So he's sleeping on the couch and watching the games from midnight, 4 o'clock in the morning, in the late ones, and then he going to sleep at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, sleeping until 2 in the afternoon, and then getting up and having some breakfast.
Gee, these genes are powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he's sleeping on the couch. He's got the TV.
So, by the way,
Everything's
his sleep pattern is great. Bring him to India next time. We'll get him a job in a BPO. He's just work through the night, call center, earn some extra dollars.
It's just turned 7:30 in the morning in New Zealand.
Yeah, well,
So, yeah.
go to sleep.
So what does Mr. Vishwanathan get?
So I'll tell you what, Mr. Vishwanathan will be getting a gift. You will be. Ajit, just take care of that. I got my people working on it. But for the weekend.
I thought Ajit was my people. He's your people now.
He's everybody's people. He's just that kind of guy. He's everybody's people.
I have a feeling you don't want to actually announce what you're giving.
No,
so you're just going
the thing
around
is,
and
I want to
around.
announce what we're giving out on Saturday and Sunday. So here's the thing.
Okay.
No, we shouldn't badmouth Ajit because he's done something really nice for me, which is that, no, he was not a midwife. There was no labor involved. He got this made. This is a little mini-me for my lovely red table. And what we're going to do is on double-headed days, which actually is not tomorrow, strangely, on a Saturday.
Unusual,
But on Sunday, on double-headed day, we're going to be giving this away, and it's going to be autographed by all our experts, everyone. So, in fact, I'll have you do this right now. I don't have a pen. Oh, you have the pen. Because even the pen knows there's no point coming to me. It's not like I know how to write.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just remember there's 7 people who have to do it. So, just please,
So, short
no
signature.
flourishes, okay?
Short signature.
No calligraphic flourishes. It's a lot of English words.
Mr.
There you
Doull.
go.
I will go.
Mr. Doull.
Isn't it lovely? Lovely table. Okay. I'm going to go here.
There you go.
Don't wipe out my signature. Let it stay for some while.
He's doing it the other side. But it's a genuine miniature version of this red table made by the same guy who's made this red table. And of course,
Signed.
hashtag Cricbuzz Live is, thank you. Please gently, nimbly, gingerly, with love. Thank you very much. I did actually, Ajit, I did thank you. Thank you for getting this made. So we're going to give this away on Sunday on the Joy Factor. So do tune in on that day. And remember, you can send in whatever questions you have, doubts, queries, philosophies about life, anything you want to share, what you ate for dinner perhaps, at Cricbuzz Live is the hashtag, so send us those as well. Gentlemen, before you go, you're both at the Pune game tomorrow, are you?
Yes.
You're both there. We realized that
He's
Dooley
doing the
was
toss.
sulking.
Doing the toss.
I'm doing the presentation, hopefully. I don't know.
Yeah, you are doing the presentation. I
You
read
got the
that as well.
bookends. You got it covered on both
Bookends.
sides.
We'll get some of the others.
You know your job. You have to tell Rohit what to call. You know your job. It's got to be a bowler for man of the match. Everybody knows what they're doing tomorrow, right? Have we got this covered?
Sorted.
Okay, we've got it covered. Ajit, you got to get another table made. Any more instructions to be given to anybody?
Yes. Joy has to set a shorter question.
Joy has to set a shorter question. Guys, I'm here. It's under control. Don't worry. So puppeteer is in the house. All right. So we're going to say good night right now. Remember, big game tomorrow. We're going to be here at 7:30 in the evening. It's strange on Saturday to say 7:30 in the evening. Do you remember any?
No, I mean, we've been around IPL for so long.
Yeah.
There must be the odd game here and there. Maybe it had to do with the travel.
It's also a longer tournament, so I think it was going to fall on one of the weekends. Was going to be.
We used to have double headers on weekdays sometimes. but
Exactly,
we don't
and
know.
none this time. Strange thing is that when CSK visited MI, which was the first game of the tournament, was also a Saturday, was one game that day and was at 8 p.m.
And
the reverse is happening tomorrow, is also on a Saturday,
So score
and is
might get
also
reversed
one game.
The result might get reversed.
There you go, you never know. Could MI finally have a last over finish in their favor? Could that happen?
Is it allowed?
Is it allowed, really?
I hope it. Yeah.
Is it? You have to ask whether CSK is allowed to
correct.
lose in a last over finish.
No.
Yeah, the other way around. They don't.
They're just playing CSK. They go higher now. Okay. Tomorrow, Let's try 110 in 7.
But I got to tell you though that when MI's got their back to the walls, when they've got the toughest opposition, the odds are stacked against them. That's when they sort of come out punching, don't they? And their fans will be hoping that they'll be hoping that tomorrow. They really. So let's hope.
They need to. For the tournament's sake, they need to win tomorrow.
Great. So you guys are there tomorrow. Just get it done. Yeah?
All right.
Please, if you could.
Well, if Rohit calls correctly, we'll be fine.
That will be fine.
Tails.
Harsha, thank you so much for being here.
If he actually calls tails, I'm imagining Simon tomorrow at the toss. He says, "Okay, gentlemen, took." And Rohit goes heads, he'll catch the coin. Tails when you're traveling.
He's done it before, he'll do it again. I tell you, duly. Well, thank you so much, Simon. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much.
Eventually ending, right? Okay.
Yeah, we are ending now. We got that party to go to. I don't know if you guys can hear the bass at home, but this bass has been... Come on, sir. Please.
I think they can hear
Come
it.
on, sir.
I think
Big brother, come on. Look at this.
Go.
Come on.
Okay, I'll do the tennis watch.
Yeah? You do the tennis watch. All right, guys.
Time for us to go.
It's Friday night, yeah? God thanks it's Friday. See you tomorrow on a Saturday. Good night.